What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executives View. I'm your host, Aaron Sarah Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with the executives, and I do appreciate that. Before we get started, this show is being brought to you by the good folks at ProMe. Use our exclusive code Executive 2026 to get 50% off your purchase. They got everything from bed sheets to comforters to runners, everything to make your sleep the most beautiful for you and others. Get over to ProMe and use our exclusive code Executive 2026. Tongue tied and everything. Good God. Man, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. I appreciate that. You guys know how I get down, man. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in the business. We'll take everybody along for the journey. We're running the two-man weave for a little bit. The homie Villain, fresh off talking about his G-men. Yo, back in the building with your boy, man. What's going on, Villain? How we doing, sir?
I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. What up, yo? Villain is in the building. Yeah, man, had a great show. The podcast we was popping off. The Big Blueprint Giants podcast talking with me, and shout out to Anthony. We did the damn thing. Now we here to talk all sports, so let's get to
Man, there's been a
it.
lot going on, man. And trust me, we can run an hour, 2 hours alone just on baseball. But I'm going to say baseball for a minute because I wanted to talk to you about what took place this morning. The Atlanta Falcons have secured the bag and gave Bijan Robinson a boatload of money. What did you think of the numbers? What do you think that's good for Atlanta? Talk to me, man. Where's your head at?
Well, first of all, it's good for the running back position, right? So, I
Right.
mean, Bijan Robinson has reset the bar, and really, pushed that number to a really high point, right? So he is, I think it was what, 75 million or something like
Yeah.
that. I think
Yeah.
51 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
So yeah. So congratulations to him. I love when running backs and I love when players in general secure the bag, and he did absolutely that. So he's become the highest paid running back in NFL history. And that's a great thing because now you got another one behind you that will be the highest paid running back in history. So the deal is a 3-year extension worth up to 75 mil, 51 guaranteed, negotiated by Clutch Sports, no less, right?
No loss, yeah.
So so good for him. He's a really phenomenal running back. He is really the engine that makes that team run. I don't know if he's gonna have I don't know if he's gonna have a quarterback to hand him the ball, but he's gonna be just fine. Handing out them checks. So he's gonna be just fine now. But congratulations to him. Well deserved. He's a tremendous talent.
Larry, what's going on, big dog? How we doing, sir?
Yo, what up, fellas, man? I'm behind, but I ain't. I'm here. That's all that
Well,
matters.
appreciate you, big
LG,
dog. Appreciate you.
LG,
LG in
LG.
the building. Talking
I'm trying
Bijan
to
real quick, man. He
trying to
got the
get
bag this
everything
morning.
situated.
He got the bag this morning, resetting the market, man. There are others. Jameer Gibbs comes to mind that hasn't got paid yet, but Bijan getting the bag, man. How you feel?
Hey, man, the thing about it is, for me, I love it, but he's not getting the bag like he should be getting the bag. Like, for me, I don't know if y'all think about it, right?
Huh?
Well, I don't think, for me, I don't feel like he's getting the bag that he should be getting, right? Because, and
Oh,
I'm gonna drop something on y'all, right?
talk to me, man.
Um, let's say 70s and 80s. What was the premier position in NFL?
He's a
He's
running
running
back.
back.
The running back, right? They have turned the running back into like damn near like the punter, right?
hmm
Where
hmm
these guys are clawing and scratching for their money. But you know who still takes 200, 300 carries a year? The
Running back.
running back.
Hmm?
You know whose career is the shortest? The running
Running
back.
back. Right?
You know who's probably, arguably, I'm gonna say ninth or 10th on the pecking chart for teams? Running
Running
back.
back.
Running back. So did he get the bag for running backs? But considering how valuable they are to your team, we all know, we mentioned it time and time again. Can't run the ball. You know what happened? The offense sucked. People say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, it's the quarterback. The quarterback's premium position." But running backs are the guys who block for your quarterback. They're the guys who set up the play action for your running back. They're the guys who actually handle more the workload than your wide receivers do. And wide receivers get paid more than they do. And like I say, and their careers are shorter. And when you look at somebody like a Bijan, it takes to mind. Like I always mention my boy E. Me and E had a conversation earlier, right, about Jimmy Graham. Remember when Jimmy Graham was like, "Hey, y'all want to pay me as a tight end, but I'm catching 90 balls a year and I'm catching 1,600 yards, but you don't want to pay me like a receiver, but you want to pay me like a tight end, but you want to use me like a receiver." Bijan is more of a weapon. Like, what did Bijan have last year? He had like another 60, 70 catches.
Yeah, that's it. He had some catches last year.
Yeah, like y'all use him as a running back / receiver. So I feel like
I take that back. He has 79 receptions, 103 targets.
Yeah. So at that point, I feel like, man, it should be for guys like him. He should get some of that wide receiver type money mixed with running back money. He shouldn't be signing, 3 for 75. He should be signing 3 for 105. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, think about it.
I can't even argue against that based off of the way you laid it out. I mean, people like Bijan, C-Mac, Gibbs, that kind of are the Swiss Army knife types for their ball club. I mean, how many receptions did C-Mac have last year? 102.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I get it from that standpoint, but at this particular juncture, you look at what the numbers that Bijan got. He's the highest paid running back at the position.
But I'm saying, running backs should be higher up, especially for those guys who don't just fit in that running back mode. Like, I'm just being for real, dude. Like, if you had, say, for instance, Derrick Henry on your team, right?
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry's cranking out 1,800 yards a season. Do you pay him like a running back who's cranking out 1,200 yards? No. He's cranking out 1,800 yards a season. You pay him like an elite running back. You don't pay a guy who's giving you 70 receptions like a guy who's just toting the rock for you.
But the thing is, big dog, I mean, I get you to a certain extent, but you got to understand something like the Atlanta Falcons made this man the highest paid running back to date. Now, when Gibbs' contract comes later on this week, and that better come later on this week, we can readjust. But like, I think that the way the Atlanta Falcons structured it, you know what I'm saying, with an annual of 22 and all the incentive and guarantees and all the stuff that's caked into it, I think they did all right here. Because the thing is, if you wait until...
I'm not saying they did bad. I'm just saying...
But again, to your point.
How the league views running back. How the league views running back.
Yes.
It's like, I'm going to put it like this in this analogy, right? You could be the janitor at your job, the best janitor at the job, the highest paid janitor, but you know what? You still the janitor, and you getting paid janitor's money. And that's how the league is valuing, because the league values running backs like, oh well, if you don't want to sign, I'll draft one in the third round next year and pay him $700,000 a year, and he may not be as productive, but I'll draft another one. That's just the reality of the running back market. So did he get his bag? Yes. But did he get his bag according to running backs? Yes. Did he get his bag of value to the rest of the league? I mean, running backs. They get the short end of the stick, bro. They do.
They do. Because I mean, if you flip the page and look at the highest paid wide receiver, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba got a contract valued at $168 million.
Yeah.
And all he does is catch football.
That's all he does. Dude, and if you think about the workload, bro, he may get 100 targets a year. This dude carried the rock 200 times. So which one is more valuable to your team? But the league don't view running backs the same. Up until Saquon got his deal, think about it. Saquon hit 20 mil. Running backs wasn't even getting that much. They was getting 12, 10. Like, it's crazy how they value these running backs. Like I said, get your money, young man, get your money. But if these running backs say, you know what, this CBA, y'all didn't think about us, we gonna start a running back union. We all sit out. That's what they really should do, because the CBA does not value them. Like, just put it in this context, right? How old is Bijan right now?
Let me go back. I want to say 24.
24, right? So when he goes back to get his second bite in the apple, he's gonna be what, 27 probably?
27, yeah.
27. What's the chance he's gonna get a big bite at 27 as a running
It
back?
depends. Honestly, I mean, again, running backs typically only get one big one,
That's
but
it.
I mean, again,
You get
you
close
play
to
the
that 30.
position.
You get close to that 30-year-old mark.
Right. But the thing is, like, you play the position, and so
Yep.
now you do 1-year deals or 2-year deals, and you know what I'm saying? The life expectancy for running back is not very long, and we understand that. So does
No.
Bijan. So
And that's why the
again,
CBA, that's why you want to maximize your money while you can. And like I say, the CBA is not the CBA, the way the CBA is set up is not conducive to running backs. Everybody else, fine, it works out good for them. But when you look at the running backs, it's like the entirety of his career, Bijan may only make 100 million. Well, you got guys out here making 200 and 300 million the length of their football careers. And you're like, well, damn, I carried the rock 3,000 times in my career. Was I not more valuable to the team?
right.
The team's like, no, they don't care. But like I said, you go back to the 70s and 80s, man, running backs was the highest paid dudes in the league, man. They was getting more money than some quarterbacks. Now it's like running backs is like, yeah. And then if you even think about it from this perspective, right? If you're a running back, most of these running backs, they don't even get a second bite. Because what if you
Okay.
sign
So
them
I
for
just
your
saw
deal?
something. Drake London got a 4-year, $141 million deal. And they just paid Bijan an additional 3 years for 60,
They paid him
66.
half.
They paid him half of
Half.
that.
And who's
And
more valuable
Half.
to the team? Who's more
and
valuable to the
Bijan
team?
is significantly a lot more valuable to the team. So I
But
can kind of
that's the problem with the running back market, and that's why I'm happy he got his money and
yeah.
resets the market. But the running back position in general, and we've been talking about this for
Yeah.
years, is just severely undervalued and underpaid. That's why the Giants watched Saquon Barkley win the Super Bowl in Philadelphia, because we didn't want to pay him the market rate, even though he was worth his weight in gold. So it's ridiculous.
Because they feel like they could draft another guy and replace him, and he's cheaper, and we can get half of the production, but he's cheaper.
Mhm.
But some
cheaper
guys,
my ass. Jeremiah Love is making the third most in the league right now.
and people were literally in arms because they was like the Chargers. They was like the Cardinals shouldn't draft him that early because he's gonna be paid X amount of money. They literally did not want the Cardinals to draft him just because of the amount of money
Right.
that he was going to get paid from a running back. That's
Mhm.
how the league, and that's how
Yeah,
they
but he's
view
he's
running
he's
backs.
in purgatory because he gonna have the Aisha Gentry treatment. He ain't gonna do nothing down there.
Man,
All
that
right.
dude might see 3 carries a
Yeah, that's
game and
crazy
two
work, man.
targets.
But yeah, I mean, I'm cool with Bijan getting paid. I'm happy for him getting paid. To Villain's point, it kind of does reset the market. But we just had a New York Giants show, so I'm gonna leave him alone, man. Spin me around 49er camp, man. What's going on?
Man, we trying to stay away from the conductors and generators and everything else around us, man.
Stay healthy, man. God,
Uh,
stay healthy, please.
and you know what? And I think people exaggerated a little bit because it is the Niners, but it's training camp. Guys gonna be nicked up. Period. Everybody in every camp has some nicked up stuff. You posted earlier about the guy from Atlanta. He done tore his ACL. It's just one of
Mhm.
those things. This is
Yeah.
this is camp. This is camp. You can tell the guys who've been working out in the off season. You can tell the guys that are a little bit older. Uh, they're gonna get these little lingering stuff.
Mhm.
The hamstring with Mike Evans, that ain't nothing new. People was like, "Oh, it's some Niners." It's not. No, he missed a bunch of games last year because of the hamstring.
It's
Like,
always been a problem.
it's
He's always
been
had
a
the
problem.
hamstring. I think the
He's got
biggest
a
thing
problem.
here, though, is like, again, I said this in another page I'm on. Like, the 49ers have no room for error.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like, you guys, and again, you guys will probably talk about it next Monday on the pod on you guys' podcast. But you guys have no room for error because
Man, we
it
got the
seems
biggest
like
room for error. What are you talking
huh?
about? We got the biggest room for error. What are you talking about?
No, sir, you don't. No, sir, you
Dude,
don't.
we made
You
the
listen,
playoffs.
hold.
We made
Let
the
me holler
playoffs
at you
with
for a
guys
minute.
off the street. What are you talking about?
Let me holler
Playoffs,
at you for a minute.
playoffs.
We
You
made
know
the
what I'm
playoffs with
saying?
guys off the street.
To borrow a phrase from LA Knight, real quick. When
Nobody.
you have the injury luck that the 49ers have, okay, you can't go in to week 2 of training camp with the injury list the size and as long as my arm. And if you look at what's going on right now in San Fran, yeah, again, Mike Evans has had a hamstring for the past 2-3 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pearsall's down. Other members of your roster are down. Like, yeah, Mike Evans has dealt with it before, but good God, like, why?
Dude, all I'm saying is we've won with less. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, dude, the expected the to be the best teams out there, the Rams, Eagles, those are the ones that got expectations. We come into the season where it's like, hey, they proved something last year with backups. What can they do this year if they help?
Bro.
Nobody's nobody's expecting us. Like, let's just keep it a buck, Aaron. Like, if your Steelers came out and they made it to the AFC Championship game, was anybody expecting that?
No, but
No.
here's the thing,
Y'all got a lot
though.
of talent.
You
Y'all got a
can't
lot of talent on that team.
hold up. You can't go into this thing saying, you know what, hey, we're playing with house money. Let's just roll the ball out there and see what happens. Like, I'm pretty sure I produce all but one of y'all's shows, okay? And on every show, you guys tend to make a pitch as to why this particular 49ers team can be successful. Part of that pitch is the acquisition of Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike
Okay,
Evans.
now,
but what I'm saying is the team. This is what I'm telling you, and then I'll let Barry chime in. I'll let you chime in.
yeah.
I'm saying is that we know what we've done with less, right? And this is I'm speaking for everybody on the Niners. Faithful Nation. Check us out on Mondays. Shameless plug. I'll say this: we know what we can do with less. What we think we can do with more, yes. But when you come to the, like you said, the talking heads, does anybody expect the Niners to come out the NFC? No. So I feel like that room is there. Is anybody outside of Steeler fandom saying the Steelers are coming out the AFC? No. So if y'all do it, then y'all room for error is there. Barry, is anybody saying I've watched like 4 shows today and everybody's talking about the Cowboys and the Eagles winning the NFC East. Barry, if your Giants even win the NFC East, y'all have exceeded expectations.
We can't have that. We can't have that. Listen, I'm
y'all have exceeded expectation, bro. So the room for error is there because there's no expectation, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's only when you have the expectation, when you have the expectation, you have no room for error. But nobody's expecting the Niners to come out the NFC. The 2 favorites are the Eagles and the Rams and the Seahawks to repeat.
Yeah, but you're not even you. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're not the 3rd best team in your division, but I mean, everybody's expecting the Rams and the Seahawks to fight it out at the top. So, I mean, you're not under the radar, but like you're more or less under the radar. I think the injury is untimely. I think getting Debo Samuel is a big boost for you guys. But I know you're super. I know you super. Hide your chain. But I know you're super happy about that. But it's early. Hopefully they can manage it and you get through it and he's ready to go. You don't need him healthy in August. You need him healthy in December and January, right? So I think, I don't think it's much to do about nothing, but it can be a concern just because of his injury history. He has had those history of injuries with his hamstring and stuff like that. But yeah, I think you just get him healthy. So you play it cautious now, make sure he's good, and then everything will be straight. I think the 49ers they're not under the radar, but I don't think that people are expecting a lot from this 49er team. So I think they have a chance to not sneak up on people, but oh wow, they are as good as advertised.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Um,
I mean, like I said, Aaron, your Steelers got a lot of talent too. They could easily
yeah.
surprise some people, but it's not expected. Bears Giants got a lot of talent, but nobody's expecting them. So they room for error is there. I think it's like I said, I only think it's the people that are expected to do what they do. Like the Bills. People are like, oh my God, the Bills are coming out of the AFC this year. So they room for error is probably like this because everybody's saying this is
So
Josh
let me ask
Allen
you this
again.
question, and then let me ask you this question. Then I'll talk Steelers, and then we'll go baseball. On a previous podcast that you guys had a couple weeks ago, you all said that the seat under Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch is exceptionally hot if you guys do not produce this year. With that understanding, and subsequently with the division that you guys are in, rightfully so, but with these injuries that could hamper y'all progression, how can you realistically say that you guys are playing with house money here? Because you guys have to win and subsequently have to win now.
I mean, that's pretty much everybody. But I don't I put it at this stage of the game, right? Because of what they've done in the past, and not saying that injuries are going to be an excuse. If we don't go and bow out the way we bowed out last year in the playoffs, let's just say they make it to NFC Championship game, right? NFC Championship game, I think the hot seat gets cooler. Does that make sense? It's
Yeah.
almost like and I'm gonna put I hate to say it like this. It's almost like in basketball terms when the big three was formed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was firing Toronto's coach because they didn't beat the big three. It was like, well, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but nobody fired them because that was expected. Like I said, right now the expecting is that the Rams are going to run away with the division, run away with the conference. So if we come out of it, and like I say, I'm a positive person. Hey, Rams have a rash of injuries and their season go to derails, and hey, my Niners end up back in another Super Bowl. That would be the most positive outcome for me. But if things play out the way that they play out, and they don't, but we still made it to the playoffs, got a deep run in, maybe kick the crap out of the Cowboys again. That would be extra lovely. I don't think that seat is hot. Does that make sense?
I mean, I hear you, but again, you're talking to the dude who has been on every one of your podcasts, and the rest of your squad that you run with don't feel the same way.
Oh well, I don't feel like it's a hot seat. I know the one dude in particular. It's just like this, Aaron, and you can tell me am I wrong? If Mike Tomlin made it to AFC Championship game last year, would he still be coaching the Steelers?
Probably.
Even though he didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but if he made it to the AFC Championship game, he would 95% still be coaching the Steelers.
Yeah.
The rumblings didn't come out until last year's playoff.
No, rumblings have been out with Tomlin for a while, but he doesn't have a losing season though. He makes the playoffs.
Exit. But if
there's a lot of familiarity there, and to be honest with you, again, my dad and I talk about this next time we jump on the podcast in 2 weeks or whatever. But it's like when you look at the new regime and the new era, it's like it's weird. But to answer your question, had Tomlin won a playoff game, he didn't have to make it to AFC Championship. Had he had won a playoff game, or if he had gotten the quarterback position correct, or we, didn't stumble, down the stretch, perhaps he would have still been here. Who knows? But we'll see.
Yeah. So I look at it like that. Like, I don't think, like I said, because, like I say, once again, Tomlin, he had previous success People just wanted to see some advancement, see some improvement. Shanahan, he's had some success. We just want to see improvement. We don't want to see last year's playoff debacle. We don't want to see, a first round exit. We want to see improvement upon what we already had built. And I think he'll be fine. Especially if some of these draft picks pan out, because I think that's one of the biggest things that people have been knocking them on. Some of these questionable draft picks, even going into this year. If Stribling turns out to be halfway decent, because we know how rookies are, if he turns out to be halfway decent, I think guys are going to kind of back off of Lynch, because Lynch is the quote unquote GM. Because in making these questionable draft picks, I think at that point, guys are the fire is there, but it'll get a little lukewarm. It'll get a little, you ain't roasting marshmallows, but you can maybe put a hot plate on it or something.
Spinning it around real quick before we move on, man. Looking at Steelers training camp, I've been pleasantly surprised about what I've seen out of Mad Max, as we call him. Man, he's doing really, really well. According to what I'm reading, from Bob from Steelers.com, he's hooping, for lack of a better phrase. He's hooping. I looked on YouTube and got some tape.
We almost had it.
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna shoot you straight. Again, my dad likes to troll me. My dad likes to troll me. Shout out to Pops. I didn't want him, and to be honest with you,
Eagles.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't want him, and I'm taking a wait and see approach, because we've been down this road before. Dude named Brock Jones is still on my roster. We've been down this road before with a guy who has showed up, showed out, looked decent year one, training camp darling, and crap the bed. Now, some will say that's due to injury. Who knows? Jamel Dean is balling like we expected him to. Free agent we picked up from Tampa Bay. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. There's a running back split going on right now between Rico Dotto and Jalen Warren. So we're searching that out. A-Rod is finding chemistry with none other than Roman Wilson. A guy who I have left for dead on many Steelers projected depth charts, and he seems to have risen from the ashes like the Phoenix, and is playing ball right now. So I'm pleasantly optimistic. Pads came on, and I cannot wait to try to get down there and kind of see what's going on. So what?
Drew
He's balling. He's balling. He's balling.
I was reading some of them Steeler reports. His deep ball is
he's balling.
You got to get it right between him, but this deep ball.
The thing is, like, he has a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and coaches here, I'll get him in here in a minute. He has a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personality, and again, this is stuff that I've seen at Penn State. You know what I'm saying? He will make the spectacular throw and ooh and ah and oh my god, and then he would throw in a triple coverage. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, why? And so I'm not sure if McCarthy's going to be able to coach that out of him or whatever the case may be. But in training camp, he's throwing back shoulders. He's hitting seam routes down the middle. He's, throwing guys open, putting the ball away from people. Same thing with Will Howard. Will Howard's playing very, very well. He's, putting the ball where he needs to put it. So, again, it's training camp. I'm excited about the prospects of what our quarterback room could potentially look like going forward. Obviously, A-Rod is A-Rod. You know what I'm saying? He knows the offense. And so, I'm excited to see what happens. What's up?
No, but one thing I'll say, I give McCarthy a lot of crap, but he does coach quarterbacks pretty well.
Yeah.
He does have a good track record with quarterbacks. So, to your point, if there's a coach that can coach good habits into a quarterback, McCarthy can probably do that. And I think that's the kind of the coach that Drew Eller needs.
That was one of the reasons I was proud and happy about Mike McCarthy. And the only reason why I was happy about Mike McCarthy, because he does seem to be able to, as they like to say, be a quarterback whisperer, if you will. It also helps when you got, you had Aaron Rodgers fall in your lap. It also helps when you have Dak Prescott fall in your lap. Yeah. So I don't know how much whispering he's going to do, especially this year, because once again, he has A-Rod. But if he's around for the duration or a significant period of years, I do feel as though Will Howard or Drew Wilder is going to get that opportunity to step in. I'm very, 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 very encouraged to see what happens during this preseason game versus the Green Bay Packers because obviously A-Rod's not playing. Will Howard is touted to probably, get significant time. We saw him none of last year due to an injury. So him stepping into a stadium for the first time, regardless of whether it's preseason, is going to be big. Coach, what's going on, big dog? How we doing, sir?
Nothing much. I mean, just like I'll say this. I caught the tail end of like what you talking about. I like the reason why Drew Allard makes the second throw is because he can make that first throw.
Mm-hmm.
And then that should explain it all. Because he can make that first throw that has you oohing and on is the same reason why he makes that throw in the triple coverage.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Spinning around the NFL real quick, we talked on Bijan getting the bread. Hold on.
I did want to say, but if you have a problem with Drew Allard, it's almost like controlled chaos. Mm-hmm. And you know who's been the master of controlled chaos is the quarterback position? Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
You can learn from controlled chaos.
Nope. Aaron Rodgers is not controlled chaos. He's controlled control. You know what I'm saying? The guy before Aaron Rodgers, that was controlled chaos.
No, that was just chaos. That was just chaos. But Aaron Rodgers, if you notice, Aaron Rodgers will make those throws that are like you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe he made it.
Like,
and then he just
4 or 5 years ago, Aaron Rodgers,
he would never play out of control.
He would never play out of control. I don't remember that. I don't remember this out of control Aaron Rodgers. Like,
I'm not saying like as far as like making mistakes, but Aaron Rodgers would always had those plays where you're like, oh my God, how did he scramble out of this and how did he process this and kind of keep those from make those miraculous plays. That's what I'm saying. Making those.
Oh yeah, what I'm talking about with Allard is like you see how he played against Boise State, where he was electric. He was the best player on the field offensively that night with Ashton Genty on the field. Mm-hmm. And then that throw that he makes against Notre Dame.
I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aaron can be a guy to say, look, I know how to make these amazing throws too, and this is how you not make the boneheaded throws. That's what I'm saying. Control chaos.
Well, yeah, like I said, that the reason why he makes the second throw is because he makes the first throw, and that was I think that groups it all together in one puts a nice little bow on it. The reason why the second throw happens because of the first one. So yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers could probably tell him, I can make that first throw. Well, I used to make that first throw. And this is how I didn't make the second throw. Yeah.
We'll see. I think if you're Will Howard, if you're Drew Allard, you couldn't maybe have asked for a better situation to be with Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. But we will see. I'm looking forward to seeing Will Howard takes in helmet snaps.
Yeah, I actually am too. Because it's like I feel like going into the season, I feel like, it's like Will, you had like a red shirt year last year.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got.
But anyways, Coach, spinning around the league real quick. We spoke on Bijan getting the bag. If you want to double tap that, we are doing our own little training camp.
You didn't even get to talk about Zay Flowers really getting the bag.
Again, let me let Coach go real quick. Then we'll talk about Zay Flowers. I mean, no one care about Zay Flowers. Nobody cares about that dude.
You know what? Let's talk about Zay Flowers. Barry, you're up.
No, you're just being a hater, and we don't do that around here. We equal opportunity haters. We got to hate on everybody, so we got to give everybody their shot. You know what I'm
saying? No, it's a cool. I mean, like Bijan Robinson, like of course, like have to give him the money. I mean, it's like he is the offense is going to be made out of Bijan down in Atlanta this year. So give that man some compensation for what he's about to go through. Like. All jokes aside, like Zay Flowers getting, what a top-notch receiver gets, and this is the going rate for receivers. Now, do I think Zay Flowers is a guy who I don't want to say deserve, but it's like a guy who I would pay that money? Maybe not, but I mean, again, that's what it is. We talk all the time about like, hey, look at Dak Prescott. It's like, should Dak Prescott be making $97 million? Probably not, but that's what it costs. That's what it costs for a quarterback, for a franchise quarterback. That's what you gotta pay, and it's just, I mean, the I think the most thing, especially with football, the $100+ million in guarantee.
Guaranteed, the guaranteed stuff. Yeah.
The guarantee is what sticks out to me because like the annual is like okay, what it is, but it's like the what 106, 108, whatever like that guarantee. That's insane to me to
Mhm.
give a guy like. I mean, I don't view Zay Flowers as a top receiver like that to be getting paid like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Here's the
like,
crazy
but
thing. I got to an argument Sunday about it. You know, he was the seventh receiver in football last year in yards.
Yeah, I mean
Seventh.
he did put up numbers when he got hurt. That offense started to sputter. Like you know what I mean? Like they got. I mean they sputtered because Lamar Jackson got hurt, but he was an integral part of that offense when he came in as a rookie. He instantly gave that receiving core that's been struggling for years a little bit of cred. So I'm not surprised he got the bag secured. And I think it was Larry that said that he got what numbers that are rivaling Justin
Justin
Jefferson, but
Jefferson.
it's good to pay.
His contract is the same as Justin Jefferson AAV.
Yeah, yeah, but that's now. In 3 years, that contract's gonna be cheap. You know what I mean? Because of what Justin Jefferson's gonna come to the table asking for, or Jamar Chase. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you do it now, secure the bag now as an extension. That's smart football. I
okay,
like
can
that.
we play a game real quick?
Sure.
I'm gonna name receivers, and you tell me a receiver that Zay Flowers is better than. Okay,
Okay.
Let's go.
okay, all right. Jamar Chase,
No.
No.
Justin Jefferson,
No.
No.
Amon Ross St. Brown,
No.
No.
Jackson Smith and Jigba,
No.
No.
Puka Nakua,
No.
No.
CD Lamb. We talked about the Cowboys. CD
No.
Lamb.
No.
Yes.
Up, better than
No.
CD. So we stop at CD Lamb, right? So we put him
No,
Hater,
no,
ahead
no.
of
hater,
CD
I
Lamb.
mean,
hater number
I'm
one.
just, I'm being a hater. I'm being a hater, coach. I'm sorry. I apologize. Keep going. Keep going.
His teammate George Pickens.
Yeah, I was like his teammate George Pickens.
I
Yep.
can make an argument. I can make an argument.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
not a believer. I'm not a believer in Pickens. That's just me. I'm not a
you're
believer.
not,
So
okay. You're not a believer in Pickens, so that's fine. So like, I mean, I just named just off the top of my head a couple guys stuff like that. What was it like 5 or 6, 7 guys? So it's like Zay Flowers is getting paid like a
Big
top 10
favor.
receiver. You know,
he's getting paid like a top 10 receiver coach, and I think to be fair, he barely cracks the top 20.
I
But
agree with
he is
that.
the number one receiver. He's the number one receiver on his team.
yeah. I mean, look, AJ Brown's better than him. I would like again, like if you want to argue that my guy Nico and Zay are the same receiver, I think Nico's better than Zay Flowers as a more complete receiver. Look, Devontae Adams, even at his advanced age, is probably a better receiver than Zay Flowers is. You know,
Okay, still, man.
I mean, so like again, it's like again, like I understand the offense looked different without Zay Flowers. It looked much different without Lamar Jackson. You know
Oh,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Because Jay Flowers was playing with Snoop Huntley, and
Yeah,
he ain't did the stuff that Lamar
Hey,
Jackson
look,
did.
that offense
yeah,
look a
yeah,
whole lot
yeah,
different
yeah.
without Derrick Henry than
Mhm.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm
Ah!
just I'm just saying it's like, look, again, is he a top 10 receiver? No. He's getting paid like one, and the Ravens probably hope that again, like you said, Barry, like they hope they get in front of it. You know,
Mhm.
they hope that like by the time like we get a couple years into this, was like, oh man, they got Zay Flowers on the cheap. You know, because like it's
Mhm.
product, but right now, again, this is a deal that you're hoping grows into something where it's like the Ravens will probably love for this deal to expire in 2 or 3 seasons. Where it's like we got to try to tear this up and give him more money. But right now, again, the point I was trying to make is right now, I don't think he is a top 10 receiver, but he's getting top 10 money, and it's like you're
Yeah,
worth what somebody's willing to pay you.
that's what my dad. That's what
Hey,
my
hey,
dad just
coach.
said.
Hey, coach. Right now, he's the Kirk Cousins of wide receivers.
No, no, he'd have to get a few more bags because like Kurt is a bag
Yeah,
collector, baby.
I'm
Okay,
saying,
like
but
he got a long way to go before he get in Kurt neighborhood, man.
no, I ain't saying as far as
Kurt,
the money, but you got to think about it. Me and Jesse got into this argument back and forth about Kirk Cousins, and I was like, dude, you pay Kirk Cousins because he's the best available at the time. This man knows when free agency he's getting to that right particular year to know that I will be the best available. If you want to go get somebody else, you're gonna get a much worse quarterback that you're gonna pay him almost as much you're gonna pay me. So you're gonna pay me the most amount of money. Even though I'm not top 10 quarterback, not top 15 quarterback, but I am top available right now. And Zay Flowers was top available right now for the Ravens.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, he was already. I mean, it's not like he was a free agent.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
I'm
I'm
just saying,
saying? You know what I'm saying? It's
but
like,
do you let him walk and then you gotta go find somebody else? Or do you pay him his money? Because right now he's the best. Like Gary said, he's your number one receiver right now.
yeah. So again, so you have to pay him like you pay a number receiver.
Like
Same
he's the
thing with
number two.
quarterbacks. You have to
Yeah.
pay them. You know
Like
what the going rate is for a starting quarterback. 32
And it's better.
guys.
It's better. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying 32 guys can say they can get that there are starting quarterbacks, but it's like, do all 32 deserve to get starting quarterback money? Definitely not. So
definitely not.
But to me, it's just better to pay him now before the market rate goes up. You know what I mean? And if anything, now a guy like Neighbors or anybody who he's not better than Neighbors in my opinion. But you got that market reset and the money just keeps going up. The cap's going to
yep.
keep going up. The numbers are going to keep getting higher. So that deal
I
today
feel
looks like
like
high. In a couple of years, it's not.
and it wasn't that long ago. I feel like how the Christian Kirk deal reset the wide receiver market. I think this is going to be a benchmark deal. People going to look at the Zay Flowers deal and then how receiver like from here because like Zay Flowers gets his money. So then now, so like and that wasn't that long ago when Christian Kirk got all that money from
No,
Jacksonville. But
no.
it reset the wide receiver market to where now I think this Zay Flowers deal is going to be a benchmark deal because you're going to have these other guys who was like, hey, I got to get more than Flowers. This is the basement here. Okay,
Hmm.
we starting at Flowers and going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but and would you pay a guy like Pickens this type of contract, 108 million
Yeah,
guaranteed, 40,
yeah.
140
on
What?
million?
on talent, yes. I mean, it's like, but there's other factors. It's like it's like if we're just looking just based on, if we did a blind resume and put
Mm.
whatever like that. It's like yeah, I'm gonna pay player A over player B, but then it's like when you take the curtain away and it's George Pickens and it's like oh you
Yeah, I
know
mean, I listen, serious, and I'm not trying to hate on Pickens because he's a Cowboy or anything. Like,
Yeah,
I was unimpressed with his run in Pittsburgh, and I felt
I
like
was too, but
as a number two receiver in Dallas, I'm not paying him $45 million a year. That's
see,
just not happening.
the thing
He's going to
is,
get his money
you,
somewhere else.
you have to pay him. I think you have to pay him because of what he brings to Dallas. If you're Jerry Jones, you have to write that check
He ain't
because
writing that check. He ain't writing
you,
that check.
you have to write the check because
He
you
is
do not
not.
want.
I guarantee you, Pickens is not a Cowboy next year. I
I mean,
guarantee
again, you have to convince me, but it will be one of the biggest mistakes Jerry Jones ever makes because of what he brings to that offense. Keep in mind, CeeDee Lamb missed 3 to 4 games last year, and Dallas kept rolling. That offense kept putting up points. You feel
you. Is
me?
that because of the quarterback?
Huh?
Is that because of the quarterback or because of
The quarterback had to have the quarterback to
Pickens?
throw the ball to somebody.
Yeah,
All
but
four.
when Liam came back, Pickens looked like he didn't even look like a number two. You know what I mean? He looked like a number two, not the kind of number two you want.
He had over 1,000 yards last year and almost 10 touchdowns. What are we talking about, bro?
He did that in pockets, but he did that in certain games. Like
I mean,
really,
I mean,
when Lamb wasn't
it
wasn't
averages it out.
healthy.
And again, CeeDee Lamb was hurt for 3.5, 4 games or whatever. So I mean, I get it, but if you're Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, you have to play George. You just have no choice.
I don't think they're going to do it. I honestly,
That's
if I'm the
dumb.
Cowboys, I wouldn't do it if I'm the Cowboys.
So you said,
I'm not locking up over a quarter, not even a third of my salary cap to two wide receivers. I'm not doing it. That's just not smart business. But I don't know. That's just me. Like, cause how much is Lamb getting per year? Does anybody know his number?
I gotta look at it.
I'm sure Sirius can look
I'm
it up,
sitting
but
here
it's
now.
like I
Give
mean,
me a second.
but again, CeeDee Lamb is your number one receiver. And I mean, yeah, of course,
Exactly.
yeah, George Pickens isn't going to get more than CeeDee Lamb in Dallas for sure not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and that's
He's
the money
getting
he's looking
he's
for,
getting
right,
34 a
Coach?
year.
He's getting 34 a year.
yeah.
So
CeeDee
you're
Lamb has
gonna
a
tell
4 year
you're
134
oh,
year.
so this is even better. So now Zay Flowers is making 45 a year. Pickens is better than Flowers, correct? Everybody can agree
Yeah,
that
Yeah, I would
Pickens
say
is
that.
better than
Yes.
Flowers.
yeah, I
So
would
why
agree.
wouldn't he want 40 at least 45 a year? That's 10 to 12 million more than your best receivers getting. Now you're gonna have to re-up Lamb. Lamb's gonna be he's gonna hold out and talk about I want a new contract. You're gonna spend about $90 million a year on two receivers.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
That's
like
what we're
George.
doing.
It's like George Pickens, like welcome, to the San Diego Chargers. I mean, the L.A. Chargers. I mean, that's what it's
They
gonna be.
charge me, huh?
And that
He's not gonna get that money in Dallas. He's not. But
and
it's gonna be
and
like,
that's a
you are a
that's a
Charger.
great league.
Yeah, you are like George Pickens. Congratulations, you are a Charger. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That's a scary move. Like
mhm.
I would be all for that. Like
And
Oh
the
yeah,
lateral pocket. Oh my
because
god.
Herbert needs a receiver and Pickens needs a quarterback and a place to be number one. That works for me.
hmm,
Yeah,
yep,
Hey
yeah,
Steve, you jumped in late, but I did want to bring it to since we was talking about Zay Flowers and the bag that Zay Flowers got. We started talking about Bijan, right? And I said, you know what? It's just the fact that Bijan got the bag, but he got the bag for running backs, right?
hmm,
Dude, I was just looked it up and I was looking like, okay, last year Zay Flowers did have a career year. He did have 1,200 yards total last
hmm.
year, right? Y'all want to know how many total yards Bijan had last year?
Like,
Over 1,000 more
yeah.
yards than him.
Yeah, I was like,
22
Bijan was flirting with almost like 1,500 total yards or something like that, something crazy like that.
No, he had
No, no, no,
22.
no, no, no. Like 2,000. Like he had like almost like he had over 2,000 total yards like last
Yeah,
year.
2,298. And that man is getting paid half.
but
Half.
that's just the running back
That, I
position.
mean,
Yeah,
again,
It's
we
not.
just talked about that. It's like quarterbacks get paid this, running backs get paid this, wide receivers get paid that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bears just broke off an like offensive linemen
yeah.
get
Yeah,
this kind of
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It's like
Honestly,
offensive tackles get the money. They get the bag, man.
yeah,
They
that's
get
how
they
it
get the
works
bag.
for
Like
running backs.
Wright's good. And then what do you need? We talk about who do you need to pay? You pay your quarterback, and then you need to pay the guy protecting him.
Okay, the
Yep.
right
You
time.
know.
Right time.
But what I was saying, Steve, that's why I would say like the running backs they get the short end of the stick because a guy like Bijan, he should be dipping into that receiver money, especially if you getting that many targets, that many yards. It should be something set up for them guys to be considered more of a
Well,
hybrid,
it's
not
funny that you say that
running back.
because I remember Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
The reason
Jimmy
why
Graham.
Jimmy Graham got told to hit the door in New Orleans because he was like, I'm a tight end, but I play like a receiver. Y'all use me like a receiver. I want receiver money. And I was like, well, Jimmy, have a good one. You know,
Welcome to Seattle.
yeah,
hmm
like. So it's like when you start doing that, then it's like okay, just like I mean, eventually the Jags gonna have to have this conversation with Travis Hunter, where it's like, look, Travis, we're paying you. They're gonna have to pay him like a football player,
Yeah,
because like especially if he's gonna be from everything I've seen out of Jaguars camp, and plus I see like, yeah, man, Travis Hunter, he been in the gym. He been in the
exactly.
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
I was like, he been in the gym. I like, good grief, man. Like, but so if when the time comes for that, if he continues to like improve and stuff like that, it's like he's probably gonna be like, look, I am your best corner, and I'm like your second best wide receiver or whatever like that. I need to be paid like that. Don't just just like in baseball, you can't pay Otani as just like a player. He's one of your best pitchers and he's your best hitter, and you got to pay him kind of like a hybrid like salary or whatever like that.
Yeah, and
So
we talked about like even my guy CMC. You can't play CMC like a running back because he's more of a like I said a weapon. He's a player, and that's the only thing I don't like about how some of these guys getting these bags. It's like yeah, you're a receiver and you're the top receiver on your team and you're getting paid as such, but guys that are actually more valuable to the team just because they fall within that running back label they're not getting the bag that they should be getting. And I'm not saying that you pay them, the 160 million, but they should be able to get into that 110, 120 because I am getting these 60 targets a year.
I mean, but I mean, that's just again like that's just running backs are here for a good time, not a long time. So it's like I mean, that's you pay them as such because
Yeah,
again, like as good as Bijan is, every carry You know, every carry, every catch out of the backfield, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And once he hit that big 3-0, we know what happens. You know what I'm saying, with most running backs. So it's like, look, man, get that money now. Stack it now. He's not gonna get a quarterback bag or a left tackle bag, but I mean, you know, he for a running back, he is getting paid well. It's just like, you know, you have like in a company, you have the guys in the mailroom, and then you got the lower levels, and then like the CEO is it's just like, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, it's like the guy in the mailroom is working his butt off, and the CEO, you know, squeezed in 9 that afternoon after a meeting at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to get to the country club and squeeze 9 in before, you know, dinner or whatever like that. But, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah. Spinning around, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Baseball trade deadline has come and gone. Yeah. That reaction right there is why we need to talk about it, man. Let's talk about winners and losers really quickly. Steve, talk to me, big dog. Your biggest winner, your biggest loser.
I mean, let's not even like play around with it. I mean, the biggest winner were the guys out west, the San Francisco Giants. No, no. I mean, the Dodgers get like, I mean, the rich get richer. You know what I'm saying? It's a deal where it's like the most interesting to me was like other teams had quote unquote better offers, and it was almost like the Tigers were like, you know what? I don't care. Or maybe Screwball was like, look, I'm only going one place. So I don't have a no trade, but it's like, don't trade me to Atlanta. Don't trade me to Milwaukee. You know where I want to go, you know. And so he goes, and it's fine, I guess. Adley Rutschman going to Boston.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
That's nasty work.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that one coming. Trading Rutschman, who is a good young catcher. Catcher's a premium position. It ain't too many quote unquote good catchers out there who can hit and then defensively, you know, who can. It's like him, Real Muto, and a couple other guys. Like, and that's it. You know, and to trade him like within the division is even worse work. You know what I'm saying? That's wild to me. So didn't see that coming. And I would say like, look, I don't want to turn this into swinging and banging the Astros radio show, but it's like for the Astros to trade Arrighetti, who is a good young pitcher, you still have multiple years of control for a rental. And it's like, look, I've said Dalton Varshaw's name on this show. I wanted Dalton Varshaw, not at this cost though. and that's the problem.
Did not
yeah, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like again, it's like wanted Varshaw badly, got Varshaw, but then it's almost like, you know, like in Avengers, it's like, you know, what did it cost? Everything. You know, so like again, Dodgers win. Like I really like that move for the Red Sox. Like I think that's good. And then Astros, I want to say losers. If you believe any of these reports, it's like, man, like if the Phillies had an opportunity to get Mike Trout and wasn't willing to give up some of these prospects for him, then I mean, I don't know what's going on. I would like get him out of there. You know, it's like, man, Joe Adele smile was from ear to ear when he got that news of that trade getting out of LA. You know, so it's crazy.
You knew it was a fire sale. They was literally giving guys away left and right.
Yeah, they were giving guys away left and right, and it's just like, and I'll say this, I don't know, man. Like the Padres, like I don't know what's going on out there. I think it's a big money laundering scheme, to be honest with you. Like it's crazy. Like I just feel like it is one of those situations where I don't know what's going on out there. Like again, I had to correct Sirius. He was like, "Oh man, why would the Giants make that trade?" And it's like, well, because they stink. That's why. So
Yeah, they're so far behind. You knew a fire sale was coming in San Francisco.
yeah, so it's like I do like that. It's not a sexy trade, but I do like that trade for the Phillies as they try to like kind of like you know keep up with the Braves and whatnot. So it's like we'll see, man. Like this was an interesting trade deadline because again, I think we all think with the looming lockout and work stoppage and stuff like that, like I thought teams were going to be a little bit more apprehensive, but they were dealing. Teams were dealing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Villain, talk to me, big dog.
yeah. I want to say one thing. A lot of people are labeling the Dodgers as like the villain and all this stuff. They're playing within the rules. Like these are the rules, and it's like what people don't understand. It's not just the fact that the Dodgers have a lot of money. They are the best organization in baseball. They do everything well. They have a really good team, good coaching staff. They have a tremendous farm system. They have a lot of money. And they do everything well. So a lot of these pieces that they have in a farm system, and then they do stuff international, right?
yep.
So, but the pieces in the farm system, they're able. These kids are never going to put on a Dodger uniform and
That's what I
play
said
in
that in the chat,
LA.
and that's why I said that. I was like, the
Yeah,
Dodgers farm system is full of a bunch of guys who will never play for the Dodgers.
they'll
Never.
never play this. So these pieces can be
Oh,
moved.
correction. They're full of a bunch of really good guys who will never play for the Dodgers.
Never play. So like
Never play.
a team that's not willing to give up their pieces, like the Yankees, the Dodgers think, yeah, you can have them. Here you go. And these are like top 20 prospects that they gave up for Screwball. You know what I mean? Yeah, fine, you can have them. So I mean, and I put in my blog on the executivesview.com. Please go check that out and read if you want to see what my biggest winners and losers were. Um, like honestly, the move that happened with the Dodgers not only strengthens their team, but a team like the Braves that were desperate to get a starting ace
Yeah.
pitcher to go with Sale, they don't get one now. The Brewers, they don't get a starting pitcher to go and contend against of the Dodgers, and now the Dodgers don't have to rely on Shohei Ohtani to be a starter. He shouldn't be pitching, and now he doesn't have to.
No, he
You
doesn't
know what
have
I
to.
mean? Because you know what I'm saying. So this is a great move for them. I love what they did. Listen, the Red Sox, they made a great move, I'm really happy that you know the Yankees watch Rushman go to the Red Sox because it just proves that the Yankees are unserious. They're not serious about making a move. Like
It
you get a good
frustrated me
player,
somewhat.
yeah. You get a good player, but another DH. We got like 18 DHs on this goddamn
We
Yankees
didn't pick
team,
up a
and
pitcher.
and
We didn't go get a shortstop. We
yeah,
didn't.
like you did a lot of nothing. Like, dude, like you like Volpe's not playing, which is great. I don't want to see him on a field again for the New York Yankees. But now you're talking about a catcher within your division that was available, and you didn't put a better offer than the Red Sox did. The Red Sox. So it's disgusting. And like, listen, the Yankees didn't need Screwball. The Yankees got they got their guys
Yeah,
back.
they didn't.
So
They didn't need
uh,
Screwball.
yeah, so I like the fact that the Tigers were unserious about trading the Screwball to us because they asked for ridiculous trade. Like we were really going to trade you Ben Rice,
Get the fuck out of
Greg
here.
Lombardi,
Get
and
out of
and,
here.
and, and, and Cam Schindler. Like you weren't serious about doing it. Get lost. So, but yeah, the Yankees they disappointed me. But listen, I like what the Cubs did. The
Yeah,
Cubs
yeah,
have had
yeah,
an issue with their starting pitching and their bullpen pitching, and I really like the idea of them getting Clay Holmes and some other arms to really
Yeah.
strengthen that team. So I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm watching Lola Rice.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I'm with you.
God, on the seventh day he rested, but on the eighth day he made Lola Rice. So listen, I
Stand
love
in your
what the
creek.
Cubs did. I love what the Cubs did, and I'm kind of disappointed that the Braves. I don't think there was a lot of top line pitchers available other than Screwball that they really were trying to go after. I thought that Guzman from Toronto might have been a fit, but I think he went to the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's been struggling this year too. So if there's a guy at the front of the rotation that they weren't really comfortable in signing if they weren't going to get Super Bowl, that's not going to happen. But I felt like they needed another arm. So, but I like what the Cubs did, and I think the Mets did a good job of getting rid of like Peralta and some other guys like Clay
Mm-hmm.
Holmes that. The Mets are a mess, and this team, they just had to sell and start over, and I don't know where they go, but they were definitely the biggest sellers that we were going to see, other than the San Francisco Giants, and they got some depth in their farm system to kind of reload. And I like what the Angels did too. The Angels got some depth too. They traded away some pieces. And got some farm hands that can help build this team because they can't do it any other way other than their farm system.
So I had to look it up because I couldn't remember the name, but it's like the Braves tried to trade for Jacob DeGrom from the
Yes,
Rangers,
yes,
and he
yes.
he turned it down because he uses no trade clause. So like
Mhm.
after striking out on schoolball, they tried to get somebody, but like the Rangers were willing, but then like DeGrom uses no trade, and then like so I was
That
like
guy,
shit, yeah.
that guy, unbelievable. That anyway. All right. Well, that was it. But the Braves needed that another starter, in my opinion. They couldn't get it.
Yeah. Hmm.
For me, man, I love, and I hate that I say this. I like what the Cubs did. For all the reasons that you mentioned, getting Clay Holmes is huge. Picking up Kevin Gussman is big. They picked up a reliever in Ryan Zephyrin. I loved all of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Um, I hate it. Again, you would think I'd be happy as a Yankee fan. Yay, we got another bat. We got 40 million bats.
Yep.
We
That's
got
not
40
what.
million
That's
bats.
not what really all need.
No, we know we do need bats because we can't score runs, but we need a bat up the middle. We needed a bat in the outfield. We got another DH and first baseman. Serious? I mean, and we didn't
Look, I mean,
address the
and look, and,
catcher.
Gar- and Gar- Garcia has played some shortstop, I believe, like some
No, but it's
a
been
little bit.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I think he's
It's been a minute.
played more second base than shortstop.
Stop,
Exactly.
But I
yeah,
mean, you already got an all-star first baseman. You got Giancarlo Stanton coming off the DL. You know he ain't gonna play the outfield ever this year.
Not
So
ever,
what do
ever,
we
ever.
do? We get another first baseman, and we don't have a catcher. So what are you gonna do? Move
Yeah.
Ben Rice, who's your all-star first baseman, the catcher? That you gonna do that experiment again?
Yeah,
yeah.
nah. We're good. I think the loser, honestly, and again, I think Steve said it when he was gone was Mike Trout. What are we doing here, man? Like he was tied to so many different positions, so many different plays, so many different teams. Excuse me. And he's just stuck in limbo.
He don't want to leave. He don't
Well,
want to leave.
that's the thing. Like, can we stop putting Mike Trout in great category then?
No,
Can we
he's
stop
still a
doing that?
great
No,
player,
he's
but
still a great player. He just he
but
don't he
he
got it he got it too
he
good, man.
he's just comfortable. He don't want to. He comfortable. That's it. It's not even loyalty at this point. This is beyond Kevin Garnett type loyalty. He don't want it. He can be a great player and don't care. Like, he just want to go play baseball and go home. That's all
Yeah,
you want to do, and then
yeah.
root for the Eagles.
I mean, it's so frustrating watching him. And then obviously the Mets. What are we doing here? What are we doing with the Mets, man? What are we doing?
They're a
Um,
disaster waiting to happen. They're a
Hmm.
and
disaster.
and as a Yankees fan, I don't want to smile from ear to ear, but this makes me laugh, and it should. It should.
Hmm.
Larry, talk to me, man. When is the losers, big dog?
Um, of course, Steve kind of did it. He got my message as soon as I saw it, and I say, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Uh, I mean, I get it. They've been wanting some center field help for a minute, but aren't getting. I've seen this dude pitch lights out. I've been at games where this dude has pitched lights
Hmm.
out. I get it. It's a couple of injury concerns. He's on the IL right now. Like, but when he's healthy and playing, dude has been lights out. And like you hit on the head, Steve. He's still under control for a rental. A rental. Like what? Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what we're doing right now. But hell, we in first place. I don't know what the hell. We just got
Hello. How about that?
dysfunctional going on. And I called it. Remember I said that? I said, why
Hmm.
people? mess around and be in first place come August or September, and here we are in August and September, and we
Let's talk
still
about it.
either
Let's
we're
talk
not
about
putting,
Yeah,
we're not putting all our chips, we're
at
not putting
at
all
at
our chips in, but we not.
at this point, it's ridiculous. It actually really is because it's just
Dude,
like it's like the Astros they shot themselves in the foot continually for the first 3 months of the season.
yes, yes,
And it's like, and what did you do? The Rangers and the A's, and I won't say the Angels, but the Rangers and the A's and the Mariners just sat on their hands
yep.
and was like, haha, they're dead. And then and
They
then it's
win
like
20
you
out
look
of
yeah.
25. And here we are, right sniffing 2 games out of first place. And then y'all have a bad week, and we have a good week. And guess who's in first place? And then we sweep the Rangers, and guess who's in first place?
The
Yeah,
ALS is a tire fire. It's
that is
bad. It's
It's it's
that
bad,
is
it's
bad,
how we
bad.
go.
It's
it's
just a
so
bunch
funny
of
to watch it
just a
because
bunch of bad
Yeah,
teams. Yeah.
it's
yeah.
just I said that I said this to Larry a couple weeks ago, man. Like you blink and here comes Houston.
I said it. I said, watch. I said, now we so far behind. Watch we go on this like crazy run of winning 20 out of 25 or something crazy like that, or 21 in a row or something. And then here we are, right back in the stiff of it, right back in first place or something. Here we are, right again.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
actually pretty
but yeah,
stupid.
and,
Yeah.
it's even more frustrating to me because it's like, okay, you're somewhere you're not supposed to be at. Trade deadline's coming up. Do I push all my chips in and I go for it, or what do I do? I don't even know because
Nobody knows.
you gave up a talented young pitcher for a rental. I don't know about that, but
This speaks to the fact that the Astros really don't have anybody in the farm system.
I mean,
So I
they
mean,
don't.
so
But
that's the thing.
if you're
Yeah.
gonna give up a rental, if you're gonna trade for a rental, I'm not giving up, somebody like that. I may give up, maybe my fourth best prospect or something. I don't know, in a bag of chips or something. I'm not giving that up if I'm not, really going at it. Y'all know I've said it a million times. I like the scuba trade because man, hey, let Magic get another ring. Let Magic get another ring. Um, it's crazy that you watch that team and you look at it on paper and you're like, hey, Blake Snell, can you be the fifth starter? Like, wait a minute, man. I'm Blake Snell. Nah, man. Hey, you know what, Glassnow, can you come out the bullpen for us, please, or something like that? It's like even when you get into these deep postseason runs, they can be like, you know what, um, our starter's coming off of 3 days rest. He's gonna pitch game 7. Oh man, Otani, you ain't pitched in a month. Yeah, you are probably leading the Cy Young right now. Go ahead and pitch for us. Rested in the mud.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be the thing. We're probably gonna watch the playoffs, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a tight game in the seventh inning, and it's gonna be like an Otani's up in the bullpen.
Yeah, like yeah, like what are we doing right here? Like, yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, that team is they people get mad about it. I don't get mad about it because this is what a GM is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Find good players, make wise trades, build a farm system. Well, they didn't even give up their number one prospect. They didn't even give up their number two prospect. It's like you build your farm system up. So now I can go and I can acquire even more set pieces. Like I said, I have no problem with what the Dodgers are doing. Hey, I wish other teams would fall in line. I wish some of that, magic
Yeah,
people.
some of these teams don't spend that money, right,
they
Larry?
don't. Yeah, yeah, they don't. Yeah.
And people
And
be
now,
like,
and now,
oh,
and now they're talking about. I tweeted yesterday, like Larry, they're talking about trying to do a salary cap because of the
No way.
negotiations that's come out, and there's no way that's gonna
well,
happen.
they talking
Spend
about
your money.
They
Spend
talking
your
about
money.
they talking about because they've committed over 1 point something billion in deferred money. They've already made back that deferred money last year.
Hmm.
What are y'all talking about? They're not losing any money. They already made that back. They in the green. They in the black, baby. They in the black this year. Like they are making this money back in tenfolds. So they don't care about deferring money. So I
No,
love
because
it.
like it's all like from the TV deal. Because
Yeah.
it's like with these other teams they have to rely on Bally and then what was like Root and all that stuff like that. It's like the Dodgers like they it's just the TV money. They just spend the TV money. Like that's everything else is just cherry on top. It's like they literally are just working off the damn TV money because I mean they are the Los Angeles Dodgers.
World
You know what I'm saying?
champion,
So
Los
it's
Angeles
like,
dollars. Take it back, world champion Dodgers. So like I said, I'm not opposed to what they doing. I'm like, look, can we get some of this pixie dust down here in Houston? You know, sprinkle me, baby. Hey, it's quoting E40 since we talking LA. Sprinkle me, give me some of that. You
I'll be
know
hipper
what?
than my hippopotamus.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hey, hey, we'll take a hippopotamus
no,
out.
no, it's like yeah, it's like E40, noted Giants
Yeah,
season ticket holder.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
We quote you
How's
like,
he
that
be,
possible? He's from Oakland.
that's what I'm saying. Like he be at the like
yeah, yeah.
they don't have a team anymore, Barry. I don't know if you
Solid
know.
Right,
I don't
right,
know if you
Yeah,
right,
know.
right, right.
the athletic.
Body water.
No,
Boy,
like yeah,
Sprinkle
you
he
me.
know,
be at the. I mean, he be at the Giants games like crazy. It's like okay, 40, I see you. You know,
hey,
so,
see, so you glad you brought the Giants, bro. I will say this. This is who I feel bad for, right? Now, the Phillies did make a good move picking up how you say Luis Ariera. How you say his name from the Giants?
arise.
Rise. Yeah, that was a good move. But the Mike Trout deal failed. And you know who's gonna get moved back to the outfield? Bryce.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I heard they was gonna move him
They
back out
already
there.
said it. He's already moving
They
back
did
to the
okay.
outfield.
Oh, jeez, like
If you would have got the outfielder, the guy who plays outfield, then he could have stayed at first. He could have stayed at first. But yeah, he's already taking fly balls and having to learn the position again. That's that's the sucky part about Mike Trout.
all right
And
when he out there looking like Fred Sanford. You know what I'm saying? That's the Phillies fault.
You don't
man,
care. You don't
that
care.
hip. I mean, how long you think that hip lasts playing outfield?
Exactly. It's like he can.
Exactly.
They can. That's why I said that when he out there looking like Fred Sanford. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like trying to like flag down. You know, I don't know. Like
Mhm.
that's crazy to me. I know like
They
again
pivoted. They pivoted because they couldn't get Mike Trout.
they couldn't get Mike Trout. So yeah, I mean, and
So they needed the back.
that's not a bad thing to get. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah, it's crazy because it's like when you're out there with the Dodgers, it's like the Padres. I don't know exactly what they doing because they're trading for Reynolds and stuff like that too. But at least they're trying. You know,
Yeah,
The Giants not even trying. You know what I'm saying? It's like
no. But the Phillies, I was just like, man, when I heard they putting Bryce back in the outfield, I said, you know what? Damn, Mike Trout felt that Mike Trout, he's screwing everybody. Staying in L.A., boy. But if Mike Trout would have ended up out there, then I think Bryce would have stayed at first. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Mike Trout, man, somebody need to say, Mike, you need to have a conversation, brother. We will
no,
get
he's
you.
had the conversation. It's like he don't care. Like
Yeah,
He
he
don't
man.
obviously
care.
does. He does not care. And we've had this discussion a couple
Doing like
times on this show,
Dion,
and it's like he does not care. It's like he is a great baseball player, but he just don't care.
doing like Dion,
Obviously,
man.
no,
We
yeah,
we
it really
schedule
doesn't
Eagle
bother
games around the Philly games, man. We gonna fly you in on the helicopter from the Philly game to the Eagle game, man. You be like Martin. You could be up in the skybox, man. We'll get you a skybox.
Skybox?
Man. Yeah, we'll get you a skybox.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
like I said last time we talked about this a couple months ago. It's like Mike Trout loved baseball. People try to like question his like. No, he loves baseball. He also loves the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so
yeah,
like sometimes you got to choose between things you love, and yeah, he chooses the Eagles every October. So there you go.
he loves baseball up until training camp.
Mm.
And when the season starts, you already know where his love goes back to Eagles.
Yeah, yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy to sit back and think about it, man. Mike Trout is staying there in LA. It's weird, dude. It's just weird.
Dude, think about it. He's still in LA and Otani's gone and Pujol is coaching now. And he's still in
Yeah,
LA. He's
it's a
still
lot.
in LA.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like in Los Angeles, coming out here to Philly, the weather's nice, you know what I'm saying? I would want to stay in LA too, but it's just
But
Man,
like I
look,
said, it's like he's living the dream. He is rich beyond belief. He gets to live in Southern California, and he can walk into a mall, and most people won't know who he is.
no,
It's like he can live his life just like a normal just it's like, man, look at that big guy over there. You know what I'm saying? As he pulls off in his like car that's not even available to the public. It's like Mike Trout pulled up in a Ford 7850. They don't even it's like
Dude, you
Don't
know
even
what the
make those.
crazy part? So I'll say this, right? Y'all, we talked about last week about ring chasing and guys chasing rings. Mike Trout is the epitome of not just the ring chasing, but it's like we feel for guys who are like, dude, you are in a no win situation. You are one of the best players in baseball. Get out of there. Nobody would have a problem. We want to see you chase a ring. We would actually, dude. Then we was like, we would love to see Mike Trout playing October baseball.
I would
Love
love to
it.
see it.
we saw it
Love it.
once. If you blinked, you missed it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. You blink, you wipe your eye, you missed it. But it's like these are the guys, like you said, Kevin Durant. I mean not Kevin Durant, but Kevin Garnett. We was like, Kevin, you get a pass, bro. Just get out of Minnesota at the time. Like these are the guys that you like. If they were ring chasing, and we're not saying that he would get to that point, you get a pass, bro. You get a pass. Nobody is mad at you. If you were going to the Phillies, your chances of getting to a ring, you got to get past one guy. Dodgers. That's it.
Yep.
Get past the Dodgers, you good. You may mess around and get you one. But it's like you are choosing to stay. You don't even. This is the part that really just trips me out too, y'all. He don't even try to force their hand. We just talked about Schoolball probably told him, no, 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 I'm only going here. He don't even be like, you know what? You ain't getting 3 good prospects for me. You just need one, and I need out here. Get one and get me up out of here. He don't even try to force the trade.
No, dude, we talk about it so many times. We just beating this horse
Yeah, that's what I'm
until it's
saying. Like, yeah,
bloody.
it's like
Like
we said. Yeah,
he
we
don't
talked.
want to. I
He
don't
don't
want to talk.
care.
Listen. We are Sirius and I are ecstatic today because Anthony Volpe was sent to the minors.
Yeah, I saw
Greg
that. I was
Lombardi
like, I was
came
like,
up
let's talk about
and
that. I'm glad you brought it because I was gonna be like,
yeah,
screw Mike Trout. It's a
yeah,
celebration for our brothers in pinstripes.
yeah. Celebration, bitches! It's a celebration! It's a celebrate!
because
But dude,
because
we
I
got
said because I said Anthony Volpe's name one time and got
you know what? We don't talk about him no more. So Lombardi came up. His first hit was a home, no doubt about it, home run. So uh, that's Anthony Volpe. Either get comfortable in Scranton, Pennsylvania, near coach, or guess what? You find somewhere for your behind to go. You ain't
Man,
Oh
never
man,
coming
there's
back.
Scranton's not bad, man. Scranton's
been
not
a
No, I've
bad.
been,
trade.
I've been to Scranton. They got
They
that nice
built they,
mall
they
down
got they
there.
got a nice mall like the Valley Mall.
Hmm
They built a new
it's
Five
right by the
Guys.
stadium. It's right
Yeah,
by the stadium.
right by the
I've been to Scranton.
stadium.
Yep.
Like they have a Miller's Ale House there,
Hmm
which is like
Designated
No.
for
Miller's
assignment.
Ale House is
Yep.
fantastic. Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he'll like it down there.
Yeah. It's not bad. I got a Waffle House there too. Not the one of the better Waffle Houses I've
You can learn how to
visited,
you can
but
learn how to feel. You can learn how to feel.
yeah. You better learn something. But you're not listen. Like Scranton.
He not far away from the Poconos. So then he can like go.
It's right there. It's technically
It's technically in the.
technically if you know.
It's like the gateway to the Poconos or whatever like that. So it's like he can
Yeah.
go up there and
Yeah.
have a go get on them tables a little bit. Like he can go to Kalahari. It's like
Hmm
look, Anthony, it's a water park, but it's indoors. Okay,
Yeah,
so you can go
I
year
had a good time.
you can go year round, dog. It's amazing. It's called
I
Kalahari.
stayed.
Go like
I stayed at the hotel right next to the baseball park, so you could look. It's right up top, right where my
Mhm.
hotel is. Look down, and you're right at the baseball field. So, yeah. And you get. Hey, listen, Anthony, get comfortable. You ain't never coming back. Greg ain't never
Thank God.
going nowhere.
Thank the good
He
Lord. Gee
he
whiz.
can go 0 for 20 his next couple of days. He still ain't going nowhere.
Sheesh.
Holla.
Holla at your boy.
Mhm.
Before we get out of here, I wanted to run this around. Anybody want to have anything else before we get out of here? Coach, you good?
I want to talk about something real quick. It is August, August 4th to be exact. College football starts soon.
Yes, sir.
Don't know if y'all aware of this or not, but I don't want to really get too deep into it because, of course, like how we do. I think eventually we're gonna have to like do like a college football because college football
Yeah,
took over. Like take, I went back and watched some old shows. College football once we get cooking, it took over entire shows and we didn't get the
it,
other we didn't get to anything else. So we might have
never.
to think about getting a separate college football show. But I want to say this. I want to say something. Some of you may or may not know this. I grew up Catholic, and when you grow up Catholic, you idolize all things Notre Dame. It is where you want to go to college. It is who you want to play football for, or whatever like that. And finally, while they won't join a conference, I'm glad Notre Dame has bullied USC into playing them again. Just basically be like, you scared? You scared? You scared? You scared? You scared, aren't you? You scared? You scared? And then finally USC like, I ain't scared. And then now they're playing again. It is one of the best rivalries, not just in college football, but in all sports. They renewed it. They'll be now. Look, this gives USC some time to get their bleep together because it's like they don't start playing until 2030. And I just want to throw this out here where it's like, look, this is a great rivalry, and we're kind of losing this. We're losing rivalries left and right. So I'm actually
I'm a
really
little bit.
glad. Yeah, I'm really glad that we're getting one reinstated. And again, it's like it gives USC one time to get their bleep together out there because that program is a shell of itself. They should be pretty good this year, but like they're not USC like how we used to be in USC. And also between now and then, the playoff is going to expand to where it's like either team takes one of these losses at the beginning of the season, it might not affect them as much because the playoff is going to definitely be expanded between now and 2030. So I just wanted to just throw that out there to where it's like I'm glad that we got a rivalry because it's like, I mean, look, it's going to be kind of weird them playing at the beginning of the season instead of at the end of the season, but I'm still here for it. It's like we're losing too many rivalries. Teams are moving all over the place, and I'm glad that some semblance of like the good old days is coming back with USC and Notre Dame resuming their little rivalry. It's just for 4 games, at least for now. They're gonna play 4 games, but I mean it's better than them not playing at all.
There's a lot of teams that Notre Dame doesn't play anymore that they should be playing. I mean, some of the teams in the Big Ten, like Michigan and stuff, that game will never come back. But yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Man,
Notre
we
Dame,
used to play them
USC
all the
should.
time.
Yeah,
Florida State Notre Dame used to
I
be a
missed that game
game.
they used to
too.
play all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I missed that game too. When was the last time Notre Dame played Florida State? So, I mean, listen, Larry and I have been talking about doing our Florida State show. It's going to be a one and done. We might do it.
I said y'all should do one after every win.
so we
So
only
like,
do like
So
four
y'all gonna do like
games.
y'all
two
gonna do like
shows,
4 shows.
Four,
Yeah.
so 4 shows.
two
Like, listen, Coach. Seriously, I follow quite a few seminal like not podcasts, but like Instagram page, and they were doing like their preview of the season and they're doing like the games, what they think the record is going to be and the final score. This fool had us at 8-4. And then he's talking about we only gonna lose to Miami 24-14. In what universe is the super talented Miami team only gonna put 24 against Florida State and we gonna score 4? Get the hell out of here. We'd be lucky if we get 5 wins this
Man,
year.
and then like with Miami, with them like literally stealing Mensa at midnight of the
At
deadline,
midnight.
literally at midnight.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Like, come on, man. So
Darian Mensa,
let's
who is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and now you drop him on that Miami team that still has
yeah,
Malachi Tony, still has all these guys from there last year because
yeah.
they were all like 13 years old, so they're all still there. So
They're
it's
all still
like,
there.
yeah,
And like
it's like yeah,
Florida State is like in Florida talking about, but sir, I'm poor. You know what I mean? Like, I can't fire my coach because I'm poor. So
yeah.
like, what are we
Well,
talking about,
make
man?
sure you check out my reel where I go a little bit more in depth on Florida State and how I think they're gonna do this year. So like, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Coach is breaking it down. Coach, I don't know when you want to do a college football show, but you let me know. I'll be there.
I'll be
But
there
yeah, it's
too.
gonna be an interesting year. What do you say, Larry?
I'll pull up too.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But
Like I said, I just
it's
wanted to
gonna
throw
be
that
a
out there because
fun.
that's just something that I saw like
Well,
as I'm getting
well,
ready and
cool.
gearing up and stretching for college football season. That's something I want to put on air. Yeah, so.
Real quick, who do you like this year? Who do you like?
So I am going to put my bias to the side. Of course, I like my guys. I mean, I feel like it was so much pressure on Arch last year, and now, as you saw toward the end of the season, he started getting comfortable and stuff like that. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn, you bring in Hollywood Smothers from Louisville. It's like Texas doing what Texas do. They spending the money and they doing their thing. I like Ohio State. and I know serious closures I like Ohio State. Again, they're going to be playing Texas early in the season, and I feel like that's going to be another game like similar to last year's. This time it's going to be in Austin, though. So maybe the Longhorns get look. I'm going to come out and say it. Look, I know they do this every year, and people look. There's a team in the Big Ten that wears green, not Michigan State. Go a little bit further west. I really like Oregon this year, man. I think it's it for them.
You think the QB puts it together?
Yes, I think Moore puts it together. I think I like Oregon this year. If you ask me right now, like I said, when I do a little bit more digging and stuff like that, and I give you like my 5, the 5, which is an ongoing real series that I do for college football fans. Make sure you look out for that. When I unveil my 5, it might be different, but right now, I like Oregon because I think they're gonna finally put it together. And it's like for Dan Lanning, a guy who it's like, man, it's put up a shut up. I mean, I don't think he's on the hot seat, but it's like, Dan, you do all this talking, all this like flexing and stuff like that, and it's like it's time to put it together. And I think Oregon has a team this year to put it together. They can keep more upright. They have the skill guys, and yeah, I like Oregon a lot.
Mm-hmm. I like that pick. It's gonna be fun. I really love watching college football. I love the NFL. Obviously, NFL's king, but like Larry knows. I call Larry and be like, "Yo, multi-view time. What it do, baby? What it do?" So I love me some college football, baby.
On the quiet box.
I think to Coach's point, you know what I'm saying, I think Notre Dame is going to be a team to look out for. Hell, they're not playing anybody.
It's all in front of them. They have no excuses. It's all in front of them. It's funny because like we said something similar about the Knicks last year, where it's like, look, guys, like with Notre Dame, like it's all in front of y'all, loaded with talent, easy schedule. Y'all should moonwalk to the playoff, and then we'll see what happens. But it's like,
again, we'll talk about this as we get on. What do you think LSU's going to look like?
I think they're going to be much better. I think they're going to be
good. Yes,
I think they're between a 2 and 3 loss team. I think if they break right, they should only have about 2 losses this year. The transfers that Lane has brought in this year is really going to make a difference. Starting with the quarterback, I love I think it's the receiver coach that they got. What's that kid's name? I have to look it up, but they got a lot of good transfers. I think, but you know what? Circle that Ole Miss LSU game. I don't know if they get out of there alive.
Yeah, it's crazy because I would say right now, and this might be like crazy to think, but it's like Texas, Georgia, and then probably LSU. We talking about top 3 teams in the SEC right now, and then you throw. Look, y'all know how I feel about Ole Miss. Ole Miss, they still got the guys there. I mean, the coach left.
They got the guys. Yeah.
The coach left. The guys are still there. So it's like,
the coach that they got there is pretty good.
Go. Look, I like Pete Golden.
Yeah,
because he's been there, and it's like he's not. He's like, look, man. He's like, Lane is in Baton Rouge. I'm here, and it's like, and then the team rallied around him last year. So it's like, so it's like he got them all, riled up, and they rallying around him. So like I said, Ole Miss is still gonna be there. And then I mean, look, I would say those are my 4 top teams in the SEC right now. I would say Texas, Georgia right behind them, LSU, and then Ole Miss.
We got to do a college football show.
Yeah, we need to do that.
You want to get them Aggies no love?
Who?
You don't want to get them Aggies no love?
I don't know her.
Steve is a menace. But we got to do a college football show because I know we're gonna get out of here soon. But I definitely want, real quick. Give me a less than a minute, Coach. Clemson, are they a 500 team?
I think Dabo's gone.
I don't like his chance because he refused that NIL money. He refuses to play the game.
He refuses NIL, but it's like, I guess he kind of bended a little bit to it the way he was like, look, we're gonna spend a little. It's like they had to spend a little money. It's not like Clemson's broke, so they spent a little money, but it's like Dabo, much to his credit, is like, I'm of the age, we're all of the ages where it's like Clemson used to stink. You know what I'm saying? Clemson had a real lean period. It's like it was one of the things was like Clemson was like a thing. Where it's like Clemson would get y'all riled up and then they would always not deliver. And then it's like Dabo got down there and then it's like turned Clemson into this thing. It's like Clemson hasn't always been like this powerhouse blue blood like top notch program whatever like that. So I feel like Dabo can do what he want to do down there. You know, won a couple of chips, he can do what he want to do down there. But
isn't the seat getting hot down there?
I don't think so. I think it would be a thing where it's like they're gonna be like, all right, coach, like, what are we doing down here? He might, they might, but I don't think the seat will be hot. I just think it'll be kind of like
they'll force them to conform.
They'll be like, coach, we gotta kind of like we have the money, Dabo, like we can spend the money. You know, it's not like we're broke. We can. You know, like we can do this. You know, so I think he's gonna have to play the game a little bit, much to his chagrin. I mean, he's probably waiting for this college sports bill to get passed. Yeah. And then like I actually probably should make a video about that, but like yeah, it's like Clemson, man, like I talked about Florida State schedule. Clemson, like I mean, since we're talking about the ACC, you know what I'm saying? It's like of course it's Miami and SMU and everybody else.
That's it.
And everybody else.
Yeah. SMU
everybody 3 through 18, which is crazy if there's 18 teams in the ACC. But it's like everybody 3 through 18, y'all figure it out. It is me, it is Miami and it is SMU and Louisville could surprise some people. I think Louisville's gonna be good. Like losing Smothers to Texas is huge, but it's like Louisville still got a good squad down there. They ruffled some feathers last year. Pardon the pun. The Cardinals ruffling feathers. Anyway, like but like yeah, it's like so. I will say Miami, SMU, Louisville as a dark horse, and then like everybody else figure it out.
If Miami doesn't make the ACC championship this year, then you know
there's no excuse for
something.
Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact on the way out. Miami has never won the ACC championship.
Yep, that's it. And I'm happy about that.
They've never won the ACC championship, and you're like, oh well, yeah, they did. Like they won the Big East. Then they won the Big East championships. They have never won the ACC championship.
Hey Steve, I will say this: you won't hear me fussing because my Cougs are ranked. They are ranked to start the season. They are ranked to start the season.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started because I could do, and we don't have time. I could do 2 hours on the Big 12. The Big 12 is such a mess, such a tire fire. Like it's just like did anybody?
The Cougars might win it.
Look, don't get me. Like I said, let's go because it's like the Big 12 is so wacky, so stupid. It's like Texas Tech. I mean, look, I don't know if y'all saw the video of Colorado been like floating around out there. What they look like a bunch of like middle schoolers out there. I was like, where's their strength and conditioning coach? They all look like. I was like, good.
They all love. Everybody loved Deion. Everybody loved
Deion. Get it together, Deion.
Yeah. So yeah.
With that being said, let me get you guys out of here, man. This has been a crazy show, man. We done ping-ponged all over the place. But, Coach, you know what to do, man. Shut us down, big dog.
All right, man. Like another Total Sports Tuesday in the books. Make sure y'all go to the website. We are cranking out content like nobody's business.
Got one in the can now.
Reels and articles. And like I said, I got about 3 things in the hopper I got to like tighten up as like we get ready for college football and I got some fantasy stuff as we get ready for fantasy football and stuff like that I've been brainstorming stuff like that. So man, just keep rocking with us, man. Like go back and watch like all the we had you covered for the weekend. If you're a wrestling fan, we had you covered for all the SummerSlam, like breakdowns and stuff like that. Go back and watch that. That was really fun. I will say
shout out to Wrestling with Honey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Wrestling with Honey for coming through on Sunday. Even though she don't like root beer, she's solid. Like if you watch Sunday show, then you know what I mean. Like guys, like y'all know how I close it out, man. God is good
all the time.
Drink y'all water, man. It is hot out here, man. Like it is hot, man. Make sure you stay hydrated, and of course, Wu-Tang is for the children. Peace.
31 years of Cuban links.
Yep. You know what to do, Larry. Get us out of here, big dog.
Man, y'all know what I'm gonna say, man. Always a pleasure. I did want to point out this though, man. We are 2 days away from football.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately,
We
it's
made
the
it.
Cardinals and the Panthers.
Hey,
That's the
and
sad
you get
part.
to see Carson back though. You get to see
Who
Carson
did
back.
this? Who did this scheduling? But yeah, we are 2 days away from some NFL football, even though it's preseason. Uh, and of course, I couldn't even go into the weekend without mentioning Roger Craig finally gets in the Hall of Fame, man. Way overdue.
Congratulations, man.
Way
Congratulations.
overdue. I'm not a big Drew Brees fan. Fitzgerald, we knew that was going
Zero
to
was
be,
beautiful.
a first ballot. But Roger Craig, man, that was almost getting to egregious what they did to that man. Super Bowl champion, first thousand running back, over 10,000 career scrimmage yards. Man, that dude, like I said, if they didn't put him in during his lifetime, man, that would have been egregious. I think he was down to his final time even being on the senior ballot. Like that's crazy. A guy like Roger Craig. And if you grew up in the late '80s, early '90s, you knew Roger Craig was probably the best running back outside of Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. Like Roger Craig was that dude. But shouts out to him and his fam. Other than that, man, keep checking us out. Keep rocking with everything we doing. We own everything. Follow us, subscribe, listen to us in the car, the whole nine. We'll be back. I'm out.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. You know what to do, Villain. Get us out of there, big homie.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody, man, rocking with us this last week. SummerSlam reaction show. Thank you, Wrestling with Honey. We did the Giants show today. Thank you, everybody, for listening to that. We got plenty of shows tomorrow. We got the backstage business. Thank you to our sponsors, ProMead. We're doing a lot of big things. Get to the website, executivejuice.com. We got the blog articles up. I'm breaking down whatever I can break down. We got videos and content all over the place. We're doing big things, man. Follow us on all our socials, especially on Twitter. I'm trying to get us on Twitter more, so we doing all big things, man. We doing a lot of big things, but support your local villain, man. If you don't have one, you got the best one here. Holla at your boy. Peace.
Yes, sir, man. Yo, it's your boy Sears repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege. And that's what we pleasure doing this show with you gentlemen on tonight. Tomorrow, man, we are back in the building, backstage business, recapping everything that we saw on Monday Night Raw. Arguably one of the best Monday Night Raws that we have had in a very long time. On the heels of SummerSlam, we're going to talk all about it and kind of see where storylines could potentially go from there. Thank you for all our friends and our fans for rocking with us, man. Those people who come alongside and partner with us, man. My friends over at Nonsense and TikToks Podcast. My man Trev over at the Playbook Podcast. Wrestling with Honey for coming in and kicking it with us on over the weekend. Wrestling Mamas, Wicked Bitter, Kayla Kayfabe, Sid Virginia, so many other people that have came alongside, put their hand in the pile and just helped us produce great content, man. So definitely give all those pages a follow. Go support them, and they support us, man. Always close out my shows like this, man. God is good. Even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.